Hi, I'm Kate Van Horn. I go to the 10 o'clock service, and I've been at Braddock Street for about 12 years. I grew up in the church. I was baptized as an infant and lived my whole life going to all the different things that the church had to offer. And I think when you grow up in a church and that's your home, and then it doesn't work anymore, that causes a lot of angst. I got a call one day, like literally the phone rang at my house and I answered it, and it was the pastor at another church in town. I had never visited the church. I didn't know the pastor. I didn't know a single member at the church. And they were looking for a children's and youth director. And they said, we've been looking and your name was recommended to us by someone. To this day, I still have no idea who it was. I went for an interview and got the job and served as their children's and youth director for about a year. To say that it was anything short of God working in my life would be ridiculous. I don't have some crazy experience that led me to turn my life around and, go after God, and, I don't have that experience. And so it always felt to me a little bit like my faith story wasn't important or worth sharing. But we were sitting in class talking, and someone else said that they had the opposite experience, that they didn't have a strong faith as a child, and that because of that, it led them to feel like they couldn't share their story among people who have had that their entire lives because it felt weird to them that they didn't have that whole life experience. And it very acutely dawned on me just a few months ago that our faith stories are all important. And if I'm having this feeling about my faith story and someone else having the same feeling about an opposite faith story, it leaves us all not sharing our faith stories. And that is incredibly sad. It's not always as blatant as my, first experience was with that. I think for me, most of the time, it's a lot more of this idea that won't go away. His still small voice. Sometimes it's a loud knock and sometimes it's not.